from the home of the Tigers. Since 2000, Comerica Park here in the Motor City, all set to bring you Game 3 of the American League Wild Card Series. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic Game 3, Chris.
This is as good as it gets in a 3-game series, Boog. I mean, one game for all the marbles, and who knows how it's going to play out. But one thing I'm sure is we'll see the managers being very proactive. And in a situation like this, where there's no room for error, they're not going to be afraid to use every arm in the bullpen and every warm body off the bench if they have to.
Yeah, there's no saving something for tomorrow in this type of situation. Got to put it all out there on the table. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, first pitch coming up. And on the mound today, Garrett Hill. What do you look for here?
Well, you don't always know what to expect with this guy on the mound to start the game. He can be really good at times and turn in some real excellent efforts. For me, it'll tell us a lot to see how he's attacking the strike zone and pitching aggressively or not. If he's doing that from the jump, I think he'll be fine in this one.
And now for the Jays, Manuel Margot. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Hill, he gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either.
7-0-7.
The 0-1. And fouled off. Going 2 now. Ball one there. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
One-two to Margot. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Puts the squeeze on it. One down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Kevin Biggio in the box with one away as he takes ball one. You look at what the elite guys do. They strike guys out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park. Left-hand batter waits. Popped up right side. And there's 2 away.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every 5th day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the 7th inning or later.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. First pitch, and he just misses. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Inside, just missed.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
The 2-1. That one missed. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the on-deck circle. What is it to you that separates him from guys that are maybe a level or two beneath him?
This guy's not afraid to pitch to contact. So he's going to attack you with the fastball. He's not afraid to put the ball in play, let the defense work behind him. But what I love is the fact, strike one, best pitching.
He's in there.
That is good. The first,
We all saw it was hit hard, but how hard was it, Singy? StatCast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean, just an impressive swing of the bat, and clearly he saw it out of the pitcher's hand no problem.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Next offering is down low. Ball one.
Well, a really good chance right here to pick up a run in the top of the first after what seemed to be a real quiet start to the inning.
The 1-0. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Brings it in for the third out. So a 2-out double, but they don't score. The Tigers coming up, no score. Back here in Detroit, and towing the slab here, Ricky Tideman.
Well, he's got such great discipline in between starts, taking care of himself, making sure he's lifting, his stamina stays high. He's a guy that wants to finish every start that he makes. Now, we know that's not quite possible, but he's well-conditioned to throw over 100 pitches effectively. I think if you're on the other side, you've got to try to have lengthy at-bats, run that pitch count up, and perhaps get him out of the ballgame early. He's kind of a rare pitcher in today's game. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Next one misses. 2 balls, no strikes. And there's a ball. And now the lefty. Yeah, there's the strike. Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Santiago Espinal. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. First offering, and it just misses. That one out to right. Margot settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know guys are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a guy who's got decent pop.
Vierling leads off first with 1 away. To first, and they've got him picked off. To second, and he's out. This one lifted in the air, left field, and puts the squeeze on that. That is the inning. We played an inning, no score. Top of the second, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. Chris, Alejandro Kirk, stocky catcher, an all-star in 2022. This guy can hit.
Yeah, he can, and really just surprised everyone coming onto the scene, doing such a great job that became an all-star with very little big league experience before that.
And first offering is fouled off. breaking ball in there for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Righty delivers.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
The 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Next pitch is popped up. And a couple of quick outs.
The third baseman,
Gio Urshela steps in. Big time power. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Ball 1 on a pitch inside.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Here's a 1-1. Fought off foul. No score here in the second. Next offering misses. The count now 2-2. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite? Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Welcome back. Now it's the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. Tideman back to work. That one misses, and it's 1-0. The wind of the pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the rookie right fielder, Jimmy Cosmo. That's a strike. 0-1. Swing and a ball popped up, and that'll get down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Tristan Casas, the next to hit, takes outside. left-hand hitter waits. And that's through there for a strike. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some, Boog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
The 1-1. They say you win.
2 strikes.
And that one missing low. Cosmo leads off first with 1 away. Line drive caught.
Batting 7. No left field.
Here's Riley Green. That one's in there, 0-1. The pitch. And that one wrapped foul. The 0-2. Got him swinging. One left for Detroit. We'll move to the third with no score. And welcome back. Top half of the third inning, and the batter is George Springer. Hill back to work. Chris, one of the things that's really cool about George Springer's story is what he has overcome. As a kid, he had a lot of anxiety, and he had a stutter, and he's a guy now that speaks publicly and does so marvelously and is a great spokesperson for young people who struggle with stuttering.
Yeah, the Stuttering Association for the Young, SAY is the acronym, and George Springer doing a great job representing that organization.
The next pitch misses. Now 1-2.
It's a good take.
Here's a 1-2. And now 2-2. And now it's filled up. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And a pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. That takes care of Springer. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 9. The center field.
So up next for Toronto, Matt Frazier. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
In the air, out towards right center. Vierling settles underneath it, puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the right fielder, Manuel.
So the lineup flips over. Manuel Margot next up for the Blue Jays. He's 0 for 1. Oh, and the zone doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Margot hitting leadoff in today's game, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Next pitch misses. 2-0.
Where do you even begin with the talent we've seen from the Dominican Republic? Vladdy, Big Papi, Pedro, the list goes on and on.
Top of the third, no score. Now a fly ball to right center. Cosmo under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Still no score. Back at Comerica Park, here's the rookie third baseman, Jordan Walker. And a pitch. The 0-1. Inside corner for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
The next offering misses, and that's ball 1. Struck him out without a swing. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jackson Holliday. In there for strike 1. Holliday bats left, throws right, just 21 years old. A former first-round pick in 2022. One down, base is empty. And that one hammered. That's back. That'll fire up the dugout. The Tigers get on the board first. It's 1-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Next to hit, Matt Vierling. In there, and it's 0-1. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Fouled off left side. The 0-2. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first, and he held back according to Larry Bullard. The 1-2. Tapped softly on the ground. Whips it to first on the run. And now 2 gone.
Number 7, second baseman,
Santiago Espinal up now for the Tigers. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. And that's in there for strike 1. Espinal measures 5 feet 10 inches, 185 pounds, and he won a Gold Glove in 2025. On a line, base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And the batter now, Tyler Stevenson. 0 for 1 so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Stevenson, a former All-Star. A career batting average over 300, and they traded for him earlier this year. The 1-0. There's a strike. Espinal off of first with 2 away. Right side. Margot settles under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching the American League Wild Card Series on the show. As we go to the top of the 4th, now it's the second baseman, Cavan Biggio.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
That one clips the outside corner. That's strike 1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
The pitch. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2.